With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And Sanders has it pumped free.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
This will be taken short. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
They'll atone for it here on this drive. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, and that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, so they held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. There he goes, left side, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken very short.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Rodgers, being chased out left. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Kevin Green in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to pick up a 12 yards, but they needed more. 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And complete to Zach Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Yo, Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete here.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Does the big boy have the juice? And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Now a hit and a loose football, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 18-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 56 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd and a couple. Rodgers, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goal...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to... I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there and drop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 24, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 14 yards on the play as they pick up the first. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, 626.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rod Woodson with a sack there on the well-timed corner blitz. Vinatieri's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it. The ball comes out. And the Packers pick it up. And some room to maneuver.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of